What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off Track. This will be episode 3. I'm your host, Matty Mayhem, aka Skinny Jeans Jesus. And as always,
host, Moises.
what's your surname or your AKA?
I don't know. I think
Earlier you used Moy.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Don't lie.
I think it's
We were doing test runs and you used Moy as
I think
an
eventually
AKA.
it's gonna be Güero.
Wedo?
Güero.
Yeah. We're gonna start another podcast and it's gonna be Wedo and the Bean.
I like it.
Today on the podcast, we have the lovely and beautiful Taylor Kilgore.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Taylor is an actress and model and gamer.
Yes, all of those.
And badass.
Yes, most importantly.
Did you see her in that movie?
I
The
did not.
Immortal Wars?
I don't watch those.
Oh, that's right. You're not really big into fantasy, huh?
No, I literally don't watch movies.
I've been trying to get this guy to watch like all these Marvel comic movies.
You're missing out. There's
'Cause
so
I'm so
much
big
cool
into
you know,
stuff.
the last X-Men or comic book movie I saw was like the original X-Men.
Oh wow.
Like I haven't
It's been
seen
a
any of the
while.
Harry Potters or
What?
yeah, none of the Lord of the Rings. People are always so shocked. They're like, "What the fuck?" What? I don't know.
I'm
I just
really
can't
shocked
get into
right now.
it. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I just
I don't
can't
think
get into
I don't think I was
fantasy.
ever really shocked about it. I just
Well, knowing me, you're not.
yeah, knowing how you are, like you just have a different.
Yeah, I'm very everything I do is based on like reality,
Okay.
He's really
Everything.
big on reality, so he's like really big into like suspense movies and thrillers.
documentaries.
Okay.
I'd rather learn shit than be entertained, I guess.
Which is funny because you're an entertainer now.
Yeah, which is weird.
It's weird. So Taylor, a lot of traffic, huh? A lot of traffic getting here.
Yes, there
But-
was quite a bit.
It's hard getting people out here.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Thank God you got here safe.
Yeah. Thank God you got here, period. Most people won't even show up.
Oh my gosh, that's
Our friends won't even come
horrible.
do this.
No, I was super excited. I was like, "Oh, I get to talk about me."
As an actress, though, I mean, you kind of like these kind of platforms. You know, you enjoy being in front of a camera, in front of a mic.
Yeah. At first,
Have you felt like you've kind of
Are you used to seeing yourself yet?
yeah.
no.
Because I hate hearing myself right now. I'm despising it. Like I wish I couldn't.
Yeah. Seeing yourself is horrible. So there's this thing that happens where there will be a lot of advertising for the film or the commercial you've been in, and you want to promote it, and so you share the pictures and you tell everybody to go see it or to go buy it. But then when it comes to the premiere, the day of, you're kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
To say the least. I'm like, oh, never mind. I changed my mind. I don't want you guys to watch this. 'Cause I get
Cancel
nervous.
everybody's reservations for the movie. Nobody's
Yeah.
coming to the premiere.
Yeah, like
It's off.
last year, whenever the Immortal Wars came out at AMC Town Square, my family came out. And the night before, I was just really scared. I was like, oh, you guys don't have to go. It's okay. Because I was just worried about what they thought, but they loved it.
Are they supportive though? You know, I say that because you know, being in entertainment field, kind of sometimes it could overwhelm your parents. You know,
And your
not
friends.
having that stability. You know, or not certain stability because you know you have to have a job. You know, to kind of support your dream, but in a way, like pursuing something that's not really stable. In a way.
Yeah. At first, my mom wasn't crazy about it, but she saw how serious I was about pursuing it, and now she's very supportive.
That's
It
good.
is hard for her because she's in the medical field, and that's a very stable job, and so that's her main concern for me, as you were saying. But she's seen that I've started to become more consistent with it.
And you've been in quite a lot of movies, like a lot of indie films, right?
Yeah.
You were in I did my research. You were in a music video as well,
Mm-hmm.
and a few commercials.
Yes.
That's really so. You're really you have that motivation, you know, to really you're actually doing it, not just saying like, oh, I want to be an actress or an actor, and just kind of throwing it out there and not really doing so much. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
actually you're hungry for it, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I'm actively like submitting and talking to my agents, and I do get a lot of work by word of mouth, surprisingly, which has
That's
been
good.
awesome.
That's
Who,
good.
who's your agent?
I have a couple. I'm with JKL, and I'm also with Julie Goldman. They're both fantastic.
Do they know you're here right now?
They don't. I
Are you-
wasn't sure
aren't
if
you
I could
supposed to-
talk about it.
Well, I was wondering if you were supposed to ask them before you come do something like this.
No, you're allowed to talk about it as long as it's not a project that they said, "Hey, you can't talk about this."
Okay.
So we can't talk about the next coming up movie.
Oh, I mean, there.
Like
the-
certain things, right? Certain things.
Yeah, I could talk about certain things. Are you talking about the sequel that I just
The sequel, yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't cast me for that. So I'm allowed to talk about it, but I can only reveal so much because we haven't even released it yet, nor have I
Okay.
seen very much footage.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is the casting process out here hard? Is there like a huge pool of people that are doing it out here? Actors?
Honestly,
I don't know anybody.
There's not a huge pool. You kind of see the same people. It's a pretty tight knit community. I do see new faces every once in a while, but yeah, it's not very many.
Moy wants to do it. He wants to get into it.
Do it.
Along with his
It's
many
awesome.
other things that he wants to do.
Well, because
He's also a dancer.
What?
Yep.
What kind of dance?
He wants to
you
do slam poetry.
shut up.
That sounds like a lot. You're gonna be a triple threat if you're an actor, so that's
That
like a
is
bunch
true.
of skills to
I see
have.
that. No, I wasn't. I am interested in becoming an actor or just dabbing into it a little bit. I don't know. One of my friends just kind of suggested it because, you know, she was always like, "Oh, you're so comical. You create these characters, and you're very
He is the master of puns. I'll give you that.
yeah."
Oh, I expect a couple puns while I'm here
You
then.
know, but you know, I can also make myself cry on spot,
Oh,
which
that's
is
awesome.
very rare. I hear
He does it to me all the time.
That's horrible.
it's not that bad.
Every time I want to go
Sometimes
somewhere
I
for
feel
dinner
like
that he
50
doesn't
of
want
those
to go.
times are real. No, but I was interested. I was actually trying to take this guy because there's this upcoming event. It's called the 702 casting.
Oh yeah, I just with I believe his name is Ace.
Yeah. And
There's some party you're trying to get me to
I
go
was trying to
to.
get this guy to go, but he doesn't want to go with me.
You
can't-
should go. I'm gonna
I'm
go.
not
I'll be
into
there.
this
Oh, there we
shit.
go. See?
I don't even
See?
like being on this camera. Like,
Because he was like, "Oh, we're not gonna." He's like, "We're not gonna know anyone. There's gonna be awkward. We're just gonna be like, oh, we're not actors, but we're here."
No, it's a networking event. That's the
Yeah.
really big
Well,
thing.
that's what we were kind of gonna use it for. Like I was gonna use it to kind of get more information about getting into the acting.
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
But we were also gonna start talking to other actors and actresses, or writers and producers, and kind of see what try to bring them on the show.
Yeah.
So in a way, we were gonna use it as kind of like a networking platform. But yeah, it's weird though. Like you said, I don't know. I don't think I'm used to seeing myself in front of in a TV or a movie or.
Yeah,
It'd be
it's
weird.
hard.
he's good
Like,
at
I
being in front of
just-
people, though.
Like I just got used.
He's
to
good at performing, so.
Like I just got used to being not just, but I finally got used to being in front of the mic. As a singer.
Uh-huh.
At first, I couldn't hear. Like it was really hard for me to record, right? And I was like, I hate my voice. I hate it. But you kind of get used to it. The more you do it, the more you practice, you start giving your vocals little characters.
Yeah.
But I mean, how was it hard for you getting into the acting field? Because I know you're from Texas, right?
Right. It was a little bit because I came after I graduated and I only had high school experience in theater, which, it's only a couple of years.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Have you taken acting classes?
I have taken some at CSN and UNLV, but I
Okay.
found that the most that I learn is when I'm on set. I prefer it that way instead because I do better. A lot of what the teachers teach me is stuff that I learned in high school. And it's just not really all that helpful, and they're mostly trying to pull their agendas.
Well, they're all failed actors too, right?
I wouldn't
Technically.
say all teachers are.
Isn't that from Friends?
I've had a couple
don't
good
know.
That's from
teachers.
Friends. Isn't that
You
from
relate
Friends?
everything back to Friends, though.
No, that's from Friends.
Anything I do in life, this guy sends me like a situation from Friends, like a clip of Friends, like exactly my life.
I wish that I had watched enough Friends to tell you if that was true. I have
It
no
is.
idea, so
Wow.
I can't weigh in.
You can relate anything in life back to Friends,
You
trust
can.
me.
You really
Or
can.
The Office.
The
Probably
Office.
90,000
Oh,
episodes.
God, The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question because I was always interested. Like as a performer, like you kind of have taken like little things that you do before you perform, or you get up on stage and stuff. Is there anything that you do in particular that's gets you ready for on screen or on theater, like something like little things that you do, exercising wise, or like something that'll get you ready for the role that you're gonna
Or to
take
kill your
on?
anxiety before it. Do you get
Something
anxiety
like
before
that.
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I guess, for example, if I'm doing a sad scene, I'll just get my headphones in. I usually ask for about like 5-ish minutes so I can get into my zone. I kind of like it quiet if I can request it, not to be a diva.
She listens to Nickelback.
Oh, God.
Look at the-
That would make me
Look at
cry.
the photographs, right? That's exactly what you do. Don't lie, Taylor.
Well, you caught me.
She listens to K-pop. That would make me cry.
I listen to K-pop.
I've never really listened to them, but I don't know why I know who they are.
K-pop?
Yeah, they're
It's a whole genre.
It's a
Okay.
genre.
It's Korean pop music.
Okay, yeah.
They
And they wear
literally,
the
like,
crazy
they-
clothes, right?
Yeah, and they like
And they're
kidnap them at like 2
fabulous.
years old, and then do a bunch of plastic surgery on them all throughout their life to make them into like these perfect doll-looking
Oh
people.
my god,
Oh,
I
it's
didn't realize it
creepy.
was that
Goals,
intense.
creepy.
goals as fuck right there, man.
It's a super creepy thing.
Oh, yeah, it's like that baby metal, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. We listened
Yeah.
to that in one of my classes one time, and I was traumatized.
Yeah, those girls are basically like robots.
So weird.
Yeah,
you have
they
a certain
train 'em.
genre you listen to?
Music?
Yeah, music. Or you just really
Yeah, I love really depressing music, especially
does
like
he.
alternative and punk.
Everything he
but I
writes,
love
right
rock.
I
is
want to
so
cry and
depressing.
slit my wrist. Like it's horrible.
Yeah, that's like me, but I also like, some rap, some hip hop, pop. I like a little bit of everything.
country.
Yes, I do. I have to. I'm from Texas. Do you guys not like country?
Matt hates country. No,
How
because
dare
I'm
you.
a folk singer songwriter, right? That was where I started. It was just me, a guitar. I was a one man band. I had the kick on the one foot, the tambourine on the other, the harmonica. Like I was,
a monkey on his shoulder.
Did you
That's
sing
exact-
about your truck and your dog?
yeah, the dog and everything.
Get one of those music boxes that you crank.
I had the little things on the back, the big ass drums on the
Yeah.
back of my
Oh my god.
with a little monkey on top
When
of it
it's
like
connected
this.
to your foot. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
But he liked it. He liked me. He likes my music. Like, but I feel like you don't like it. You're kind of just like, every time you watch me play 4 instruments, you're just like, what the fuck?
No, it just makes me drop my panties.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate anybody that can do multiple things at once. Like
Mhm.
playing guitar, singing, and harmonica and bass drum all at the same time is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah, I wish I could do 2 of those things.
I
But
can't
he
even
plays.
do one.
No, but the thing is that he plays the drums. What did I? What
Terribly.
did I say?
Terribly.
Yeah.
No, he plays the drums so beautifully. I said something a while ago, right?
Yeah, it made me very uncomfortable.
It made him very uncomfortable.
Oh no.
So I was watching him play the drums, and he was playing a song from Coheed and Cambria. Which one is it?
I don't remember.
It's like one of those fucking of the top. Of
creepy
it.
10-minute long ballads.
Yeah, it's one of the.
You
it's
would
a
like
really
it.
good
It's
song.
depressing.
Oh, I know. It sounds like it.
And it's just so. It was just so magical, and it was. I feel like it was just the lighting.
Even
and
him
it was
talking
just,
about it now is creeping me out.
It was just the lighting, and it was just the the mood
I'm never
that it
playing
was just
drums in
setting.
front of him again.
Matt, hold on. It was
It's
just
gonna
the
be like
mood.
a stepbrother situation.
Did you touch my drum set?
But the thing is that like when he was playing, it was just like, and the thing that like he was going through some stuff, and he brought it out into the drums. So it was one of those things where like when you see musicians kind of like pour their heart out, like
Yeah.
they're driven mad by music, and that's okay,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm
That
sure
was
you
him.
use that too. Your
That was
inner
him.
turmoil out on set.
And like I had,
Yeah.
you know, I was with him when you know when he went through the situation that he went through, and I was like, you know, like wow, is he gonna be okay? And he went into the fucking basement.
My fish got cancer, in case you're wondering.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, how did you know? How do you get that checked out? felt
Who
so sad.
fucking did you see him? He's right outside.
That's Albert.
Albert,
That's our
the
mascot.
serial killer.
Oh,
Albert
He's
the
a
fish.
serial
he's a
killer.
serial killer.
Yeah, he
Why?
killed like 20 fish. They're
Yeah.
gone. Like he
Yeah.
ate them.
I didn't
Jeez.
know he was an aggressive fish when I got it.
Is it a beta?
No, it's some
Oh.
weird cichlid thing. I don't know. They're super aggressive, I guess, and he just like eats fish whole to where there's nothing left of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they just
What?
disappear.
We're gonna interview him.
Creepy.
We're trying to interview him. We're gonna have
Yeah.
like a bowl of water and just have him in there, and then someone dubbing a voice.
Oh, nice. I like
But
it.
it's gonna be something creepy like, "Hello, I'm here." You know, it's something weird.
Yeah.
You're just like, "What?" Yeah, I killed like 20 fishes. You know,
And counting.
and counting. No, but he was playing the drums. To sum it up, I said, "What did I say?" I said I could watch you play drums all day or something. It was
I would
something
be
like
really
that.
creeped out if someone
No,
said that
Taylor,
to
don't
me,
say
too.
that.
I can't.
Well,
I
I've
can't
heard
take it
girls
back.
say that 100 times, but never one of my friends, especially
No,
my
because
best friend.
Not
as
one
a
of the
musician,
bros.
okay, you got to
No.
think about it in this perspective. As a musician and as someone that pours their heart out into a song and into singing, you know, I was appreciating it. I was kind of like, wow, like I didn't want it to end because he had his eyes closed the whole time.
I don't want it to end. He's gonna sleep on my couch tonight. Like I have to lock my door at night because I don't know what's even. I don't trust this guy anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyways,
I don't
Taylor,
know what to
so tell me a little bit about working with directors. Is it tough?
I love it. Actually, that's one of my favorite parts. I have
Yeah.
a close friend, and typically I play one of his leads,
Mhm.
so I get to work with him directly a lot. He gives me a lot of direction, and I
Mhm.
think it's a really it's an intimate experience because you get to see what they really want from your character, and
Mhm.
you also get to improvise a little bit to what you think your character will do, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Are you allowed to improvise? Do you have like a limit, or do the writers kind of is it frowned upon? Is it kind of like a do they
It just
bring it to your attention? Like
it
don't do
just
that.
depends. Like with the director that I work with for Carcass Studios, he
Mhm.
writes his stuff. So
Mhm.
sometimes the script will change when we're there, spur of the moment, or he'll be like, "Hey, just improv this scene however you want to do it,"
Mhm.
or just do something. And so we'll just come up with stuff on the spot. So
Mhm.
it just really depends director wise. It doesn't always happen, but with him it happens a lot.
Okay. All right. Do you have any like? Do you know any accents? I feel like that's. I feel like because
That-
I try to.
And
Because I
please
try
do
to.
all of them
And please do all of them.
Oh my gosh.
in order from
Do you
best
have
to
You guys
worst.
accents?
are asking the wrong person.
Because I could do like a British Australian accent, but I can only like do it really good in a high voice.
Okay, yeah.
Wait,
You know what I
prove
mean?
it
Yeah.
because I don't know if I've ever
I'm
heard this.
interested to
Go
hear it
go
now.
for it.
Okay, give me
And
something
go.
to say. All right. Hello everyone, how you doing?
Oh my god, that's so terrible. That's
Like, it's
that's
not
comically
bad.
terrible, Moy.
Can I get the bomb souffles? You know what I mean? Like, it's not that bad.
Moy,
Okay.
You're not
I'll stop.
serious.
See, I can't be an actor.
No,
You are-
okay.
I need to perfect it first.
Yeah, you just have to work on it. Now, see,
A
for
lot.
me, accents
like he needs to work on that.
I-
a
That's how they
lot.
sound.
accents
To
are
me,
hard,
that's how
though.
they sound. That's exactly. They have that.
That's
fucking,
like saying Chinese
they-
people
they
sound like
squeak.
ching chong ching chong.
they squeak.
God, that was terrible.
But anyway, so do you have any accents you like to perform on?
Unfortunately, I haven't really practiced any. There is one that I have.
Just say one. Just do one.
It's horrible because
Just
Well, did
do
you
it.
hear that?
okay.
How can I get
but
any words?
I've been practicing.
Mine was pretty bad.
One is for like a German person, and that's the hardest accent to do. And strangely enough, my audition has to have me doing that.
Really?
'Cause it's
the
the-
upcoming one?
Yeah, I have 4 self-submit tapes that I'm supposed to send in. and-
German?
Not all of them are German, but one of them, just by reading the script that they gave me, she says I'm from Germany. So
Did you get a Rosetta Stone?
No, I
How
have
does that help? How would that help?
I don't know.
Well, if I knew German a little better, the pronunciation maybe.
I guess.
Yeah, I have a friend that I'm supposed to practice with, but I haven't yet. So I kind of looked up some stuff on YouTube.
You can practice with me. I'm perfect at it.
Here, let me hear your German accent. No German.
9.
9.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Do it good.
So German, right?
Yeah.
But you're practicing on it. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm working on it.
So
it's
you're
not
just-
very good
You're not
yet.
going to give us a snippet?
Okay, can I pull up the
Yeah,
script?
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay,
Pull it
just
up.
give me a second to find
Okay.
it.
Because I'm gonna make Matt improvise something
It's
right
gonna
now.
be really bad.
What?
I'm
I don't
so
know
sorry.
accents.
Okay, it's not horrible, but it's something's off about it.
I'm a color
I
commentator.
feel like
type
everyone
of
can
guy.
do a Mexican accent. Orale, way. You know what I mean?
Hey.
That's like one accent that everyone can do.
Elote.
Yeah, so you could do
Elote.
it. What? Ernesto?
Elote.
You're big on your fucking elotes.
Love barbecued corn.
I didn't get
Barbecued corn?
Elote.
Oh, okay. Ew, but it has
Barbecued
the
corn.
mayo on it.
Yeah.
I hate mayo.
you. Oh my
Ah,
god,
it's so
Taylor.
good.
It's so gross. Ugh.
Mayonnaise.
It's so good.
Okay, I haven't practiced today, so I'm so
It's
sorry
cool, it's
for
cool.
whoever hears
It's cool.
this.
And action.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
You got to put it in front of the camera. There we go.
Boy.
But we haven't
Oh,
wrote
okay.
anything. We were gonna have you sign it,
Okay.
and
You know soft sticks, right?
I made that, by the way.
Moy made this today just because you were coming in. So
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
And-
Thank you.
it looks like
Action.
it's rap.
Here we go. Oh, yes. My father is visiting on a business, so I kept him company on the train. We're from Germany.
That was actually pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was pretty good.
I need one of those
We're getting
clapping
there.
things. With like a bunch of applause.
Yeah, but you have a really shitty iPad.
Yeah. It would take me 6 minutes to pull up applause.
Like the applause would play in 6 minutes after this.
Oh, where did that come from?
Yeah, all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Do you So where do you draw your inspiration from? Like as far I feel like every young person draws in any creative form draws their inspiration from a certain, in your case, actor, actress, director, writer, maybe, I don't know. Someone that you admire, like your favorite actor, for example, or favorite writer, producer.
My favorite actress is Nina Dobrev. If you
Who's
guys
that?
have ever watched The Vampire Diaries, I know it's a
No.
really cheesy chick flick
I
show,
love
but
it.
I'm in love with that show. That show makes me cry like a little bitch. Except for the later seasons, I didn't like them as much, but she is awesome.
Have
Is
you never
is
seen
it like Van Helsing?
Not quite. I wouldn't
Is
say
it like
it's,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, it's closer to that.
Ooh,
Not
Buffy
as
was
much
cool.
Twilight, but there's action. There's a lot of drama, but there's also action,
Okay.
and the plots are really good. They're not super repetitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
that's who you kind of draw the inspiration from.
Yeah, I guess it just really depends on the project. I'll draw inspiration from other stuff, but I know that's just one of my favorite shows, and she's my favorite actor. So if I can pull some of her techniques, because she
Mhm.
plays 5 or 6 different characters on that show, so I think that's
5 different
incredible.
characters?
Yeah, she has a. If no one's seen
Who is
it
she, Tyler
yet-
Perry?
Is it right?
Okay, it's not like that where she's really cheesy and she'll dress up in a bunch of different
So she's got, like,
fat
different
suits or
personas.
something.
Yes. Does she have like 5 personalities?
No, it's not even that. She has a bunch of doppelgangers throughout
Oh,
the
shit.
centuries.
Oh.
And each one is so
Okay.
different. I don't know. I get lost in her characters.
That's got to
because
be hard to do.
Exactly, because some of them have different accents, but you see she puts all these different mannerisms, so it seems like a different
She's
person.
got some discipline.
And this
bro.
is going on like that. There's 5 different of her characters in one season, or they switch every season or something.
they kind of switch throughout the season.
even so, that's a lot to
It's a shit ton of
prepare
work,
for.
but-
Like you're kind of
Yeah.
in a way you're going from one character, you're getting out of that character and going into another, and then going into another, knowing very well that you have to be that character and leave the other one behind. I feel like that kind of it would psych you out a little bit if you don't have the discipline.
Yeah, definitely. I can't even imagine how hard that was for her or how they went about filming that on different days, because even in some scenes,
Mm-hmm.
she's with that character too.
Would you say that really great actors and actresses have some sort of like a psychological, like they're kind of crazy. That's how they're able to kind of
I wouldn't say that they're
like ADHD
crazy.
in a way, like kind of it's just like they're able to click into like
I would say you have to be weird. You have to be a little
like
bit
Jim
weird.
Carrey, you know what I mean? Where he was just like really
Jim Carrey's super weird now.
Yeah.
he is.
He just like wears clothes with paint all over him everywhere and shit.
Love it.
Yeah, he's
I
had some
love
weird
him.
interviews too that I've seen
Yeah.
on the carpet.
He's amazing.
I don't
He-
know how I
Love him.
feel
He
about it.
he's turned into like Will Smith's kid,
Oh yeah.
like that one creepy kid he has. Actually, both
Which
his kids
one?
are creepy.
Yeah. They're all little
Karate Kid?
strange.
Yeah, the Karate,
Karate
Kid.
Kid?
Both of his kids
Oh,
though.
Jaden, I
God,
think
Yeah,
is his
Jaden
name.
and Willow. I whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah, you know the
Oh, wow,
song. How
that's
do you
been
know
a
the
while.
song? How do you know the song? You probably danced to it
Oh, I've danced to
Ah,
it many times.
with your
I
wet
won't deny
hair, just
that.
whipping your hair back and forth. That's funny. I have a fun question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Aside of acting, do you have any weird like skills or like corny like talent or something?
Oh, you
Yes.
game.
Aside of
How good are
something
you at
weird.
gaming? And what
Something
game do you
weird?
play?
Okay.
something that not weird, something that you would say your fans or your friends, I guess your friends would know, right? But like something that no one would expect you to know, you know, like
Okay, so I have two things. One of them I don't really know. This is just me volunteering information. I can pop my wrist really loud. It's kind of gross.
Do it.
what?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
It sounds really nasty
Put it up to the mic,
underwater.
too.
Okay.
Oh God.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but yeah, that's really gross, right?
Let's have her play the wrists in our band. She just goes up to the mic and
She just play the wrist.
She just keeps time for us with
Wrist
her wrists.
solo. She's just
Okay, my other one, I'm really proud of this, and it's probably for no reason, but I feel like I can do a really good Barbie impression.
a really good Barbie. Why didn't you? That's an accent.
Wait, I don't even
That's
know.
not an accent,
Hold on.
though.
That's-
What is Barbie? Is there like an actual Barbie character that I don't know about? Like a cartoon?
He's
Well,
really,
she
he's really
has,
big on his
like-
Barbies.
Yeah, I have. That other room over there is just full of Barbies. If you didn't
knew
know,
it.
you passed right by it.
Oh man, I'll have to stop by on my way out. No, I think there's like a couple of like video games she's been in.
Oh, the one with the snowboard.
I don't know. I've seen my sisters play, so I
Yeah,
couldn't
you
say the
snowboard?
name of
Yeah.
it. I know I saw one with horses.
It's
That's
like-
all I remember. They were on horses. But she has a couple of
Yeah, I never played those.
TV or I don't DVDs
Well,
maybe.
when he asked you if you did accents, you didn't mention the Barbie.
I didn't think about that as an accent in my defense.
It's a character. It's a character, right?
So
Yeah.
let's hear it.
Okay, are we ready?
Since I have no idea what Barbie sounds like,
done this in a
we're
Wait,
gonna
wait,
kill
do
it
I-
because I have
do
no
I-
idea what Barbie sounds like.
Do we play the song?
What song?
Barbie, I'm a Barbie girl.
We can't.
We can. Huh?
No, not for YouTube.
Oh, copyright.
Copyright. Oh,
Darn.
Yeah.
darn. All right,
Okay.
Barbie.
If we weren't posting it to YouTube, we could play whatever.
All right.
All
There we
right,
go.
we ready?
We're ready.
Here we go.
All right, everyone, close your eyes and
Yeah.
just
Pretend I
picture
have blonde hair.
blonde
blue
hair.
eyes.
All right, let's eyes closed.
Hi, I'm Barbie. Let's go for a ride.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah,
nailed
that's the
it.
only one that I can
Look,
do.
that was good. That was really
I had
good.
no idea.
I
what she
enjoyed
said.
Why
doing
did
it.
you not do that? For...
See, I should have done that over the German one. I would have saved myself so much trouble, especially because when I'm on set, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to hear my Barbie impression? And everyone is like, no, Taylor, we've already heard it. And I'm like, come on, you guys, you want to hear it.
Did you have like a bunch of Barbies growing up?
I had some. My grandma used to,
So did
or she
Moy.
still does. She always buys me the holiday Barbies.
I was really
But they're in storage.
I was really naughty with Barbies, bro. Like I had GI Joes, right? And I was
No.
growing up. You know, I was a very innocent
Moy.
kid. I was really innocent kid.
What'd you do with the
So
G.I.
like
Joes?
I would make the boy Barbie and the girl Barbie be friends, you know, in a very intimate way.
I thought it was going to be a more
But then
Toy
I start-
Story-esque way.
But it's funny though, because when I got older,
Yeah, I thought he was gonna blow him up or something.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I was
When
I
I
was
was
thinking.
when I was older, my sister had probably, and she's listening, she had over 30 Barbies with like
Oh
full
my
clothes
God,
and everything.
That's crazy.
And I remember getting them out, and we had a trampoline, I remember
And
getting
having
him
tea
out,
parties with him.
And I'd lay him
Definitely.
around. I'd lay him around the trampoline, and the trampoline was really close to our house, and I had this plastic bat, and as I was jumping, like the Barbies would jump up, and I'd bat him out of the. So you would just see like my sister got home from school because she was because we got out earlier because I was still in elementary school, I think, or middle school, and she was still in high school. She got home and she was looking for her Barbies. Like she had 3 bags packed of Barbies, like packed of clothes and everything.
They're all
Each one.
special editions.
Yeah,
still in the
Yeah.
no,
box,
they
never
were.
been
Like
touched.
she was so
Vintage from the 60s.
She held a grudge like for years towards me. She got home and she was like, "Where are my Barbies, Mom?" And you just see him just fucking like scattered on the roof, like
Oh my
body parts
God.
everywhere. Just a fucking head like on top and a fucking leg on the bottom and everywhere.
That's
It was
crazy.
Do you have terrible siblings?
Oh yeah, actually, you talking
yeah.
about holding
Wow.
grudges reminded me of this story. So I have an older brother, and it doesn't really snow in South Texas, but one year, I think it was 2006, it snowed, and we were so stoked. And of course, my brother took advantage and was trying to pelt me and my sister with snowballs. And then later on, I see him sneaking off, and he's making this gigantic snowball. And I knew he was gonna throw it on me, so I went over and I crushed it. I sat on it and I messed it up. And he cried about it forever. He's 26, and to this day he still is salty about it. And he reminds me
No, yeah, my sister is still solid. She's like, "Remember when you fucking broke all my Barbies?" I was like, "I didn't
Yeah.
do that." Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. All of them, all fucking
Yeah.
30 of them. I was like,
never forget.
"Oh man, I got in so much trouble
Never
because that's a
forget.
lot of money." Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, especially
did a
she had
lot
the
of-
expensive holiday Barbies.
I
They're
was
worth
such
a
a-
lot now.
I was such a bad kid. Me and my cousin.
Touched wieners? You've already told me that story, you
Oh,
weirdo.
okay.
Oh
So,
man, I
yeah,
took the wrong
so
moment
anyways-
to take a drink of
So,
water.
so anyways, yeah. So
Moving on from that.
no, we used to do is we used to get ants, like the red ants and the black ants, and like we would choose, right, like, all right, I'm gonna have the red ants this week, and you're gonna have the black ants colonies, and we'd pick them out with our hands, and we get stung all the time, but we'd still
Do
do it.
Mexican kids not have
What?
toys?
No, no, honestly,
Oh my
dude.
god.
We couldn't afford. You remember those little homies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
25
couldn't-
cents.
we
That guy
couldn't
was like
afford
a
those.
billionaire. Now he's
We
broke.
couldn't afford those, or for that matter, any action figure like the little toys. And we would go to like the library and like get the comic books and then cut out the fucking pictures and put cardboard.
What the heck?
And we'd play with those. And we would,
Damn.
dude, we would
That's broke on a
we would
different
take
level.
back the fucking the comic books. Like I remember the Hulk one was like this thick. We took it back this.
Wow. You know what? That's really creative though if you think about it.
That's fucked up, dude. The next kid goes to look at it, and it's like half the fucking comic's gone. Everybody's pictures are cut out.
You could have at least like put a piece of paper in there with a stick figure on there so we could visualize it.
We were retarded, dude. We used to get like these ants and we would prepare them to fight each other. So we would put them like with their families and we'd be like, oh yeah, they're eating. And then we make like little fucking, like little houses for them and shit. And then once we had this big ass arena, their arena was pretty nice looking. This big ass arena, like gladiator status. And we would just,
intense.
This
and
is
we would just
super
throw them
intense.
in there and just fucking make them fight. And then the champion would like live and we had a separate house.
Oh, so it was like Hunger Games or something? You made them fight and then you let that one live? Oh my god.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude.
I learned something new about this guy on every single podcast we do. I love doing these podcasts.
Oh man.
Some ridiculous
This is
stories.
very
You have any
creative.
crazy stories like that?
Crazy stories?
What about any embarrassing moments from the set or anything?
From set?
PG rated, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I was super embarrassed about it later on, but it was really like scary at first. So when we were doing Immortal Wars, we were filming out at Mount Charleston, and it was like 20 degrees.
Oh, this was recent.
Well, we filmed it 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so my costume, it's very like I wear a corset and I have a mesh top, but nothing like covers my shoulders. And I have these pants that are fake, they're pleather, and it was freezing. And in between the takes, I was shaking so hard, like it's really embarrassing if he still has them. But I had a panic attack because I got so cold during my scenes because I couldn't shake during my scenes because you weren't supposed to see that.
How the hell do you do that?
I
Bite
don't know.
your tongue?
Honestly, I
Put a
don't know
tack in
how
your
I
shoe?
did it, but I did, and I pushed myself way too hard, and then I freaked out, and so my corset, the way it fastens on, there's like little claps all up the front, and I thought I couldn't breathe when I fell during my fight scene, and so I just like ripped it off, and it was super embarrassing. I had a shirt on underneath though, so PG, you know. But like it was really embarrassing for me.
I was like, yeah.
No,
look
it wasn't
at
that
this.
crazy. But it was for me. It was super embarrassing because I was like hyperventilating, so I was breathing really loud because I don't know, I was in shock, I guess. But I was super embarrassed about it. But in my defense, I was really cold, and yeah, it was 20 degrees.
Yeah.
And I'm not meant for the cold.
Yeah, I shrivel up.
Yeah,
in the
that's like
cold.
that's
I'm so
normal
skinny.
people problems, man. I had worse problems. I was weird. Why didn't you tell me I was weird?
Dude, I've been telling you you're weird since day one. You just don't listen.
Oh man,
Jeez.
I thought everyone made fucking toys out of cardboard.
No, dude. Nobody does.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody. Nobody plays with ants.
Okay, my sisters and I, we've played hide and seek with our cat. Is that weird? Does that constitute as weird?
Wait. Did you hide the cat?
No,
Or
no.
The cat.
The
hide-
cat,
you hide from
we
the
would
cat.
hide from the cat.
Oh,
and
that's
then
not weird.
When it
Eh.
couldn't find us, it would meow, which is really weird because usually cats, you know, they just, or they're whatever. But it would meow, she would meow when she couldn't find us. And we're
I was
like,
such a good hider
Wait,
that I would
how-
often fall asleep.
How does the cat
no
know
one
it's
find
playing
me.
hide and seek?
well, she likes
Or was it
attention.
it was always just around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if everybody takes off, the cat just freaks out.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I can't see anyone and they're not asking for my attention. I better go find them.
I just saw this video of this guy. His cat's like chilling on the couch looking down the hallway. And he's in the hallway with a blanket. And then he throws the blanket up and then like shoots in the
Oh,
doorway.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
you see
yeah.
that video?
I haven't
And then-
seen it with the... Oh, wait, does the cat walk away?
No, the cat like eventually jumps down and then sits up on its back paws for like a minute straight, just like freaking out, like trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Cool.
But it's so funny how it just like hovers on its back paws. It just hovers there, just losing its mind.
I've seen the one with the dogs that are funnier, but I'll have to look up more with the cats because
Yeah.
the dogs are...
Yeah, the dogs freak out too. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
With the magic?
Yeah, where they throw the blanket up and
Yeah.
disappear into the doorway.
It was so funny.
I'm gonna do that with Albert.
I was doing
With the fish?
Yeah, see if
Nice.
he notices. That fish like communicates. He tells me when he's hungry and shit. It's a weird ass
This is
fish.
like 2 bubbles for
That fish
food.
is 7 years old.
7? They live
Se-
that long?
I didn't know either, but yes, they live that long.
it's gonna
apparently.
outlive you, and then it's gonna eat you.
Yeah, well, something. Is
So he's like a Hannibal Lecter fish.
Dude,
Exactly.
I was crying yesterday for like 2 hours straight.
What
Watching
else
the
is new?
Vampire Diaries?
No, well, kind of. No, it was like these because you know you're on YouTube. You go from like video to video, and you end up somewhere way different than when you started.
Yeah.
And I started watching like drum videos, drum covers, because you know I enjoy those. And I ended up watching "Try Not to Cry" challenge, and they shows like a bunch of these like Asian commercials, but they're just like so sad.
What, like dolphins being stabbed?
No, like
I've
they're
seen some of
sad.
those.
Yeah.
They're really sad. Like, you would have to watch them, man. I don't want to make you guys cry, cause I'm a big crybaby when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I cry over everything.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. And then I just wipe my tears and I smile.
Like, I'm okay. Everything's fine.
He hides it in a bottle of booze.
Yeah. Can you cry?
Do I cry?
Like
On demand?
On demand. Yeah.
No, I can't. I really struggle with that.
I got a good technique
I
for
produce some watery eyes when I really work on it. Watch sad videos, listen to music.
Boy, do it.
But
you. You gotta get some pliers.
Boy, do it.
You open a hole in your pants.
Boy, do it right now.
Squeeze.
Oh God.
He's cried for me on demand. Do it.
Why?
Do it, because it's awesome. Do it.
Okay, you have to tell me a sad story.
No, you just did it out of nowhere.
Don't look at me like that.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna start crying.
Why would you do that?
Look at him cry.
Oh my gosh, his eyes are already watering.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't know. He does
Right,
this to me
That's
sometimes.
good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. See, you could be an actor.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
guess I
good. That's a
could.
good skill. It's hard.
What were you thinking about?
That one time you stepped on my fucking bagel.
I have to hear this story. What happened?
He stepped on my fucking bagel.
Why was your bagel on the floor?
It wasn't. I threw it on the floor and stepped on it before he could eat it.
Nice. Nice. Sounds like
be a
something I would
dick.
do to my brother.
This guy's so weird, man. He'll make breakfast, and then so for a while we were waking up like really early and watching like the UFC fights, and he would like get up really early and just start like we would start watching the UFC fights, and he would stand up out of nowhere, go to the kitchen, start making fucking smoothies,
That's awesome.
and start working out.
Were you just so like
He
inspired?
was just
by
so
it?
inspired by it, but the thing is like he does it for like a fucking
When you watch those UFC dudes, you're like, damn, I want to be jacked. And then I get super unmotivated after about 2 minutes of working out, and I'm
that sounds
over it.
like me.
And I'm like, well, that's way too much work. Clearly, they're on a different level.
man.
Then I give up.
It's so funny though, because I didn't notice it. I was just like, cool, smoothie, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was just I started noticing just him sitting like right here in the corner, just fucking doing
Yeah, I
this
made like an
fucking-
8,000 calorie breakfast and protein shakes.
You do some weird shit too, Matt, okay? Oh, man. All right.
Oh, I wanted to ask her what game she plays.
Oh, yeah, you're
What
a gamer.
game?
Because I used to be a hardcore gamer, but
Okay.
I haven't done it in a long time.
So I'm a huge I used to be Xbox, but now I've been switched over to PlayStation because
Why?
of The Last of Us. That game
Fuck you.
turned me. Well, okay, I had the first PlayStation when I was younger, so I've been
I
gaming
still
for
have one. I
bit.
have one in the box.
I didn't
that
even
says
have
the
a
RAM.
fucking
In the
PlayStation.
box?
Yeah.
I didn't have a PlayStation until I was like 16. The first one. The first generation.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He
Okay.
got systems like 8 years after they came out.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because we just...
Yeah.
my parents, we weren't rich. Working family. I told you the story already.
Yeah.
We already said it on the
I don't want to
first.
hear it again.
Huh?
I don't want to hear it. You're just gonna
Savage.
cry. Then we got to do that again.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I like inherit like my cousin's toys and like, all these games.
And
stuff.
clothes.
And clothes and everything.
Oh.
So like, it was pretty cool though, cause I don't know. I didn't really. I like the fact that I wasn't so like tied up to these like electrical. Like when I was younger, like I actually enjoyed. Like,
Outdoors.
but I was stupid, man. We would get like on these red wagons, like the red wagons, and we would climb this mountain. Stupid high, dude. And we made a trail
It
going
was like
down.
10 feet high. He's a kid.
We would make these trails going down, but they weren't even like straight. It was like bumps and rocks coming out, and we would just
Barbed
eat
wire.
shit the whole fucking time. We just
And it was the border.
and it
and
was
then you were
Damn. That's gold. That's gold.
I'm sorry.
I was right there next to you, Taylor. Right on the border. You didn't even see me?
Wait, was I on the same
You were-
side as you, or was I on the other side?
You're on the other side for
You were
sure.
on the other side for sure.
Wait, what side are we talking about? I'm confused. Was I on the U.S. side?
Yeah, the US.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, you're crazy. You're crazy.
It's a good one.
So we have we do this segment called Matt does the voice, but he didn't want to fucking do it.
Do it. Peer pressure. Do it.
What was the segment? I forgot.
The quick question.
Oh, quick question.
Okay.
Is that not it?
No, we had a whole thing.
So we
planned
have
out,
like
but-
people sending us questions. If you're watching, make sure to send us questions, and we will answer them for our quick question segment. And we just kind of, say people ask us stupid questions.
This is a question for her, though, right?
It could be. It could be. Which one are you asking? The
ones-
5-year one.
Yeah.
Okay, ask it.
No, you ask.
No, you ask it.
You ask.
I'll ask me.
She already knows the question.
Do I?
There we go.
Ask her the ones
No,
Dewey
you got
brought
it on your
up.
phone. Here, bring it up. We're trying to think of like segments. What's a good one? What would you recommend? Like a good segment? Because we did the music one, and it was hard, especially because the size of this room. Like.
Were you doing like music suggestions or something?
No, we were doing like playing music. Like we had like musicians come on the show, or we were gonna play music. We didn't have any guests, being musicians. But we were like, we could answer questions, or depending on like the person we bring in. Like I was thinking about having like a bucket for like actors and actresses, and then like having to pick out 3 pieces
that
of
would
paper,
be fun.
and out of different ones, right? And one would determine the age, the other one would determine the gender, and then the accent. And you would have to.
Oh, you had to. It's like that musical roulette that they do on those other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. But you definitely have to forewarn some actors because they're like, I don't do that.
Yeah. But it would be funny though, because
Yeah.
like they'd be trying to do it.
Yeah, like especially me because I don't have a strong point in accents. If I got like,
Barbie
Well,
nailed
yeah.
it.
but if I got hints,
Did we just like completely avoid that already?
if there was a Russian accent, I would be like, oh crap, I can't do that.
You
I've
should do
never-
voiceover stuff
How
for
do Russians-
cartoons.
How do Rush?
for cartoons. That would be
How
fun.
There's big money in that.
How do
Yeah.
Russians speak?
I only remember the
don't
girl
know.
from
Russia.
Yeah,
I'm
they're like
from Russia.
Mother Russia.
You like
That was
vodka.
terrible.
The
Oh,
vodka.
sorry.
Yeah.
Vodka, yeah.
I don't know. I'm terrible at accents.
Smirnoff. That's all I fucking know.
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff. Do an Asian accent. I want to see you do an Asian.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. I will come off so racist, like
Dude,
unbelievably
so
racist.
that guy. So there was this guy. We went to go eat, right? With one of our friends,
Okay.
and there was this guy in the bar sitting. We were like on a table.
Ooh, this is a good pickup line. Hold on. Let's see if she would respond to this. This is
Okay.
what the guy said to this
Okay.
girl. We can
Okay.
hear him. He's completely
Okay,
wasted,
okay.
and he's
No, just say.
talking so loud the whole bar can hear him. But he goes, "You have like Asian eyes, but not like Asian eyes. You know what I mean?"
That definitely wouldn't have worked on me. That's
Yeah, this guy was-
wow. Wow.
That was his pickup line. This chick was totally white, by
wasted.
the way. She did
He
not
was
have Asian eyes.
wasted. 2 o'clock.
Her eyes did not look Asian at all.
See,
No.
I have a way better pickup line. This is my
Oh
favorite
shit! Let's see.
one.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, so this
Okay.
one, this would make me laugh. If it can
Alright.
make me laugh.
Okay.
Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? I think that's a really good one. I'm like, no, you don't like it?
Walk again.
Keep going.
Keep walking. I don't know. What
I
about
think
you?
it's
What's your
clever.
pick? I don't do pickup lines.
I don't either. I just play drums. The easiest.
Well,
Oh,
it worked on him.
Matt, you're not supposed to reveal your secret.
Well, now they know.
Oh man.
It's not like they
It's
don't know
okay. It
already.
worked on him, though, right?
It
works
did work
every
on him.
time.
Trust me.
It works every time.
It works every time.
Mm-hmm.
90%
There's just
of the
something
time.
about the drums that is just so romantic, man.
Yeah, the most romantic instrument.
Where was it from?
What?
That
I don't know. It was a meme.
was it a meme?
Yeah.
All right.
So, question. The first part's generic.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the second part is, at what point would you give up if you didn't make it?
So in 5 years, I see myself being on a TV show. That's
What
where
kind?
I'd like to be. Any. I don't really have a preference. I want to try everything. I've done a lot of, or not a lot, but I've done close to 10 features now. So I feel like a TV series would be really fun because I could develop more of a character. And then I forgot the second part of the question.
Was what at what point would you give up? your dream,
Or would you?
would you even ever?
I couldn't because I've already tried that. I've tried to, because of the instability in this field, I've tried to do other things. And every time it just puts me further back and I'm unhappy. So I go back to it. So I know that it's something that I have to do.
So
That's what
for
I do too.
for all your your listeners and your fans, and I guess just people in general that are not really in the creative world, not acting or creating music or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just normal 9-to-5ers.
Yeah, your story, like we've had a couple of people kind of share their story, like their struggles where they've had to give up, friends that have probably stopped talking to you, or didn't accept you for your life, the changes in your life.
Maybe
would you say
maybe
it's
normal jobs you've having to get up?
Would you say it's been challenging for you, like what are the struggles you kind of been through, like what's something you've given up?
Yeah, well, I've definitely given up being close to my family. Where they live at, it's just not ideal. And I'm pretty close with them. That's one thing.
You think Vegas is ideal for this?
Well, it's so close to California, and there is a good, tight-knit community out here, and we have a film incentive, so it is a good place. I don't think it's a forever place.
Well, we had one of our good friends come on the show, right? The Logan.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how
he's a musician.
He's a musician, really a musician. He was talking about, because we were like, you asked him, I believe, would you ever be willing to move to LA?
Well, I asked him if he felt like he would be farther along, because he's been doing music for like 15 years solid, and just now like kind of breaking it big on his own solo. And I asked him did he think he would be farther along if he would have grew up in LA? Do you think that? Or because he said he'd rather be a big fish in a small pond rather than a krill in an ocean, which is LA. For actors, actresses, musicians, LA is just like this monster, but everything's there.
Yeah, I agree with him on that, because I feel like if I started in LA, I would have faced a lot more obstacles, just money-wise, and rejection. And
you're competing with thousands. Yeah. Thousands.
And out here, people are so hungry to have people be on their independent projects. You can at least slide in and start your career. So I'm glad that I started it here. I don't think I would have wanted to start in LA, but that's just my preference.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. What happened?
He's thinking about the drums again.
That's all he's thinking about.
Sorry. I don't know, because I was just looking into your eyes through the...
I know it's very mesmerizing to watch.
For everyone that's watching, like, I can't see her face, and it's so funny because she literally looks like this. So I'm just like, what? Like, you look like a superhero, and I'm just like,
yes, I like that.
I just got focused on her eyes, just like, okay.
Super intense right now.
Freaking weird.
He's like prolonged eye contact.
Have you noticed any jealousy or loss of friends because of it?
Yeah, actually, most of it was more in high school. Like I had friends that didn't want me to succeed, so anytime I would run something by them, they would kind of be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's weird."
Yeah, we have friends that criticize us for doing haters. Fuck you guys.
Fuck all the haters.
But I'm glad I never
losers.
listened, and it gives you more drive, kind of, to prove people wrong. I like having that extra.
What is that? What is that saying? Haters are my motivators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haters are my motivators.
Yeah, like our friends don't give a shit that we're doing this.
No,
none of our friends give a fuck.
Very few friends of mine.
You need more support.
But they're like they're like my good friends. Like the few friends that are actually supportive and like my stuff are like really good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Because my circle is very small. You know, I have really high expectations for my true friends.
No, yeah,
you gotta be. You gotta be honest first off. You gotta be someone with morals. Someone with ambition.
Yeah,
you just can't.
That's another reason why we're doing this. We were trying to surround ourselves with like-minded people more.
Because it's because I've had this, so recently, like I've had a lot of my friends kind of message me like, "You don't go out with us anymore, this and that, blah blah blah."
Do you get that?
And because I just transferred from a new job.
I don't get it a lot because I've really cut most of those people out of my life, and most of my close friends are industry people.
That's
so
what I
we
was gonna
kind of
say.
understand.
Because I was like, I talked to you guys because I worked with you guys. My life, what I'm focusing on, is outside of that. So if you're not involved in my podcast, my studio, anything involved with what I want to do, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna make time. I'm not gonna make time to satisfy your shitty life.
Yeah.
Do something with yourself. You know, we're all adults. Like, I have really good friends of mine that I haven't talked to, like, you know, Big J, that I asked him to come on my podcast. I hadn't talked to him in like years.
Oh wow.
Probably 2 years.
Okay.
Okay. And I called him, and out of nowhere, and it was like we just talked yesterday. But that's kind of like it's maturity, you know. People realize that we're grown-ups. We're all doing our best to kind of make it in this world. So don't take anything to heart, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of in the same page, right?
Yeah. I definitely like
it's not, we don't do it on purpose. It's just kind of like we're trying to make our dreams come true.
Yeah, and it's hard because it's not a 9 to 5 job. It's
Exactly.
a 15-hour plus job. People don't realize what goes into it. They think it's all
how much time goes into like a 10-minute scene, or even let's say like a 5-minute scene? Because I know 10-minute scenes are kind of long.
I mean, it really it varies, but it could take anywhere from like an hour.
Like with the green screen shit is
with
ridiculous,
green
right?
screen stuff.
Do you do your own stunts?
I've done all of my own stunts. Yes.
Badass.
Yeah.
What a badass over here.
Yeah.
Boy does all of my stunts.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. He deleted the podcast.
No.
We're gonna start over.
Yeah, green screen is different because that's a lot in post. And I've only done that a few times. I did some stock footage. But that one, that doesn't take as much time for the actor. It's just more for the editor. But like a 5-minute scene should take probably like an hour or two.
Oh wow. So,
have you had any stalkers? I wanted to ask that.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, weirdly, it was more like in high school than it was when I was out here. Or like during my film careers.
What do you mean?
Someone
you started in high school?
Well, I started in high school, but it was like the stalker didn't have to do anything with my acting stuff.
Oh, you don't have like never one from Instagram or anything?
Nope.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't want a stalker. That's
creepy.
Kind of creepy.
I
Fucking
love
weirdo.
stalkers.
I
want more. More viewers, please.
Be careful when you look out your window tonight. Someone's gonna be standing out there.
Yeah, don't bring none of them crazy bitches around my house, dude.
I would never do that. So a question, we kind of like to ask questions for, you know, I don't think we did it with Logan. We should have. Something you would say to, you know, the listeners or someone that's out there that could be potentially wanting to enter like the acting field. Words of encouragement or something that you would like to say based upon what you've gone through or what you're going through to kind of motivate them to kind of keep going and keep doing with.
Yeah, because this shit is just up
because it's
downs
hard.
And mostly
Not
downs.
a lot of people realize that it's so hard. I mean, you're on top of working 40 hours a week, you're adding an extra 40 hours.
Yeah. It's like 2 lives.
Maybe, you know.
Hannah Montana style.
That's
I would
basically what we
say,
do.
'Cause it's the best.
Some good advice. Some good advice.
Shut up. Shut up.
my
Please.
God.
I don't want to fucking talk about it right
Are we going musical
now.
mode right now? 'Cause
I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Something that you'd like to say.
I would definitely say keep going for it. Don't get so discouraged early on. Hard work pays off and people will notice as long as you show up and you give 120%. Just keep doing it because it's a type of field where you may be super talented and amazing, but they may be looking for a certain look because they envision their artwork this way, and they're not trying to offend you, but you're not what they're looking for sometimes physically. So don't be so hard on yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And keep going.
Accept the defeats, kind of like the mistakes.
Yeah, just like, well, I mean, it's not even necessarily if like a mistake of yours, because I go to an audition and they give me just like an age range. We're looking for someone who can pass as a teenager, and I can go, and they may have been looking for someone who is blonde, and I could just lose it just because I wasn't blonde.
You wouldn't dye your hair?
I would dye for my hair for the right role if they were paying for it too.
Like Barbie?
I mean, if they wanted me to, I've done
Right?
blonde, but it doesn't look good. It
Like
doesn't
Barbie?
look good on me.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, no, I've seen it just because I have olive skin, so it doesn't.
God,
look
I
good
can't
on
wait
me.
till I go gray.
You're gonna go gray.
This guy is
Cool.
obsessed with fucking gray.
Yeah, I want to be a silver fox. Like that's my goal.
Nice.
I think I'd be a silver fox before you.
Oh, is this a competition?
I don't know.
Oh snap!
I've seen you try to gray your hair, and it looked terrible.
I did a lot of
terrible.
Stuff to my hair. I did a lot of crazy stuff to my hair, man. It came out. What
Sand?
was it? No, it was like that purple
Arabian sand?
Arabian sand.
Arabian sand, is that?
No, it was kind of
crap?
purple. It was kind of like
It was terrible.
Oh god.
whatever.
He went to Fantastic Sam's, by the way, to get it done.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic Sam's.
You should definitely go to like a better type of salon for that.
Sport cuts.
I am thinking about dyeing my
$10.
hair.
You should do it.
I'm thinking about piercing my ear again. Should I do it? Can I pull that
Where
off?
are you gonna is like
Okay, so I've
below
had my lip and I've had my ears.
okay.
My ear. Sorry.
Yeah,
Mm.
and how
It
old
just
are we?
depends.
I'm 26.
Just
old
don't
are
do
you?
like
I'm
a really
26 now. I don't-
giant gauge.
That's the thing though. Like it's kind of one of those things where it's like
You could still get.
I
away
want to
with it.
bike. Like I
can't.
want to bike, but I know I don't want to bike because you know it's like one of those moments. Like
So like midlife crisis kind of
no,
stuff.
I'm
There's
26,
bikes in
I
the
can't
garage,
have-
bro. There's
I'm
bikes in the garage. Let's
I'm
go ride.
26. I can't be having a midlife crisis. I don't know. It's weird though because
Midlife
like
crisis is that like.
it's weird though
40,
because out
dude.
of nowhere, like I will have these spontaneous moments. Like
Mhm.
when we went out, and I had my ears, my lip pierced, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, it was weird. We were out in downtown, and it was just like out of nowhere.
Wow,
It was
that
rain.
is really
It was
random.
raining, and we went into a tattoo shop, and that was that.
Hmm.
It
And
was
I've never
weird.
respected him since.
It was weird. I was
You
like,
had
yeah.
it for like a week.
No,
Did the
I had it
hole
longer.
close? Or not really?
I don't know. It's like a little bit. It closed.
Okay.
Like my ear. Like if you can see my ear.
Oh yeah, your ears never close because I have mine pierced.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I was
Jump
on some shit that day.
I want to be a K-pop artist.
A SoundCloud rapper. You got to tattoo your face a lot more.
No, I want to be a K-pop
Get a grill
artist.
too, like
Yeah, you
gold,
need a grill.
silver.
You need to color your hair different colors.
And then I need a little moy.
Yeah, a little moy.
You
Little
need
more.
really
Little
gangster shoes
moy.
too. I don't know why. That's just always the thing.
What are gangster shoes?
I don't know, like Jordans. I guess I feel like those.
Oh.
are
So
what
you're a
everyone
gangster?
wears.
Don't.
Not
He
me.
only wears like cowboy boots.
Look at my boots. They're fantastic.
What?
Look at those
Yeah,
bad
right?
boys.
Are those suede?
Yeah, he
They look
fucks up
soft.
my floors and shit for the
Shut
sake
up.
of fashion.
Okay,
You
I'm really
asshole.
surprised to see someone else wearing boots because I almost wore boots tonight, and I was like, no, they're gonna make fun of me.
Why?
Because I don't. Well, I
Oh,
don't know.
they were gonna make
And
fun
then
of you.
plus, I'm
We
gonna
probably
go.
would've.
I'm gonna see my friend after this, and they freaks out if I wear
Yeah.
cowboy boots, even though I'm from Texas.
I almost wore scuba flippers. That would have been real embarrassing.
That would have been super entertaining because I actually have my scuba diving license.
Really?
Yes.
Scuba Steve?
Yes.
There we go.
Adam Sandler.
That shit scares me. The ocean terrifies
No, it's
me.
amazing. It's the most surreal experience I've ever had scuba diving.
Oh hell no.
Everything's so quiet, and sometimes the fish come up to you, and you're like, "Whoa, this is kind
We
of."
want to take a moment to promote our sponsor, McDonald's.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. Am I supposed to say it too?
No,
Yeah.
McLovin'
We're
it.
just kidding. We're just saying. We're just trying to say it so many times where they just send us a letter and we'll frame it
okay.
and put it up.
I mean, if they give you fries, I really enjoy their fries.
No,
They're
I
the
want
best
them. I want them
fries.
to send me a letter to say stop fucking telling people they're our sponsor. 'cause
Oh, okay.
that's the
Gotcha.
letter I want to frame on the
And
wall.
then frame it.
Yeah, like,
and then just like hold it up for
stop
one of the
telling
episodes.
people that shit. You
You
guys
know?
say
So you
horrible
won't
things.
stop until they send you some,
Yes.
some food.
Even then,
Well, no,
won't
I really
stop.
just want a letter.
Oh.
Their food's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, but their fries are good. You have to admit their fries are good.
I guess I
Why do you
shouldn't say
think
that
I have
about our
this big ass
sponsor.
Essentia water? I'm just trying to get sponsored by them.
Yep, more and more sponsors.
Yeah. But you want to plug something in? You want to plug in your Instagram somewhere where someone can follow?
Oh yeah, definitely. So
You want to bring up something first?
Sure. No, I'll give you guys my social medias. So
well, don't turn that way, but
gotcha.
no, you don't have to turn that way. Just
Gotcha.
Give him a wink.
Just give him a wink.
Wait, am I winking at you or the camera?
The camera.
The camera. There we go.
Okay, hopefully that wasn't as bad as Jess from New Girl. So, I get my Instagram is Taylor with 2 R's and then Ashley. Okay, this is super complicated. I'm so sorry.
It is.
And
you should have made it way
lost.
simpler.
The Lee. Okay, so
It should be Barbie.
I'm gonna spell it for you guys.
It should be Barbie.
At Taylor Barbie.
If I had blonde hair, maybe. So it's Taylor with 2 R's and then ASHLEIGH. So it's a different type of spelling. It's the Lee is different. So that's my Instagram.
If you guys are confused, we're gonna be putting all these down in the link.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, if you want to say more.
And then I have a website if anybody wants to book me or see some stuff that I've done. It's actress Taylor K on Wix.com.
You should
Just
really know
Google.
your own website.
I know. This is looking really bad for me. So I do have business cards.
Hold on. Rewind. Hey, Taylor, would you like to plug something in for your viewers?
Am I allowed to take a break to pull out my wallet to see
Yeah,
what
you can do whatever you want. This is a podcast.
Okay.
You can you could have completely ignored us through the whole podcast and been on your phone the whole time.
That was horrible.
Just like you like acting. Yeah.
We still we still would have gone for an hour just to make you uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I would have enjoyed it because the stories have been good. Okay, now I have it.
There you go.
And
Look at
all
those
its
cards.
glory.
Our cards look like shit now, bro.
I
Look
designed
at that.
these.
What the hell? How?
She's an actress. Hey, she's an
I
actress.
have to promote myself, so I had to do a really.
Get those off the table.
These
Are
are
you
so
kidding
good
me?
too. They caught my eye.
Those are terrible
See?
compared to yours.
Well, I have a
Hey,
modeling photo on it.
Do you think if I go half naked, we get more?
You would.
Yeah.
See, I like
with glitter.
this.
With like glitter.
If you do move. Oh, did you see my glitter pictures
Yeah.
today?
See, hers
saw
are
them.
glossy. We should have got ours glossy
Yeah,
too. See, ours
glossy,
are,
definitely.
yeah, let's go glossy
It makes
next
a big
time.
difference.
Well, we need to get rid of all the
And
other
like
ones
a
anyways.
matte black, this stands out a lot.
Ew, I feel like American Psycho right now. I'm sitting here talking about business cards. Which one's fucking better? That's weird.
We're business people.
These were my first business cards, so I'm glad you liked them.
They're
Those are nice.
beautiful.
Those are way nicer than ours.
All right, so
Okay.
plug something in for your viewers, your fans, your possible employers.
Gotcha. So I have my Instagram, which has behind the scenes stuff and photos for my photo shoots and trailers and stuff. It's Taylor with 2 R's and then ASHLEIGH. So Taylor Ashley. And then I also have a website for anybody who wants to do bookings and stuff like that, which it has way more of my modeling photos. And that is tashk.wix.com.
So hire her. I'm
So,
gonna hire her as
yes.
Barbie for my niece's birthday. So
Yes. I do a very great impression.
That's a good idea.
Amazing.
right, you would be making bank as a Barbie impersonator.
It would be a lot of fun
shit.
too, just to walk very, like,
Stiff.
I don't want to say robotic. Yes, stiff. That's the word I was looking for.
Matt walks like that on the daily.
Yeah. I have a terrible back.
He's really
Oh,
into
no.
that one musician. What's his name?
Oh, what's that dude's name?
He sings. I don't know if I can do it.
The milking guy, the guy that milks the cows when he dances.
What
He goes,
guy do you watch?
He's that guy that has like a foil hat. He's
I know
like
you've never seen him.
Russian.
She's never seen that guy.
I have no
guarantee you.
idea what you guys are talking about.
We will show you after because
Okay.
is music. I
Yeah,
don't wanna-
YouTube will
Okay,
post
okay.
We
it.
don't want to get sued by that beautiful soul.
Gotcha.
He's my idol.
Man. So yeah, follow Taylor. Support her, please. Support your local, actress, actor, producer, writer. Hold on. Yeah, man, just get out there and watch everything that these people do. These people that pour their hearts and soul into their craft. But yeah, we're gonna end it with the song we borrowed. Follow us at.
We're the worst musicians. We have a fucking recording
Yeah, we do.
studio. We haven't even made our own intro and outro songs for this podcast.
Because we've just been trying to get, like, we've been booking a lot of people. Like, we have another person coming on next week, and then another one the next week, and after that, it's just.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
You know, but tomorrow we've just been neglecting it. But follow us at Neon Town Productions. We have our band stuff on there. We have our podcast. We have our
modeling photos.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Dog. Yeah, follow us. Follow us on Twitter at Neon Town Prod. Ask us questions, like the one we answered today. Stupid questions, silly questions, whatever, You can say whatever you want. You can say anything. Anything goes here.
And if you're an artist in the Vegas area and want to come on, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. We're down to do a collaboration or, get
actors.
some studio time. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley. I just got so focused on the fucking Ashley.
I've never heard anyone call me Ashley, so this is the first.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Taylor, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been awesome.
Thanks, Taylor.
All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.